Hi there, this is Thalia, the dietitian. Today I'm going to be talking about how to rehydrate a sick toddler. I get questions all the time about sick kids not wanting to eat and what do I do, and I'm worried that they're not eating or I'm worried they're not drinking. So here's a little solution. This is what I do with my daughter when she is sick. I've got just a glass, well, it's not a glass, it's one of her little cups of water. Depending on the child's age, you could fill it even less than this and just keep topping it up. That's totally fine too. My daughter's fairly trustworthy with this level of water. So, and then what I have here are some mandarin orange segments. You can use regular orange as well. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to crush a couple of these segments up and put them in the water. And the reason I'm going to do that is because, one, I don't recommend giving juice routinely to children for many reasons. One, because there's no fiber in there. Two, it's sweet and sugary, which can get stuck on their, which does get stuck on their teeth and increase risk of cavities and all kinds of other issues. We can go there in another video. So by using this as a hydration method, one, you're making the water not plain anymore, which is interesting to a child. When you leave the orange segments in there, that gives the child something that they might want to fish out with a spoon when they're sitting at the table. And not that you're making a game out of it, but that it is a little bit more interesting than just running after them with a water bottle asking them to drink. So that can be helpful. So with a sick child, your number one priority is to keep them hydrated, especially if they've got diarrhea or vomiting, because they are losing a lot of fluid that way. So keeping them hydrated is really, really essential. The other reason this is really great, because you're using the actual fruit, you're preserving, because most of the time you'll find that your child will want to fish out the orange segments and they might eat them, and it's fine if they don't, but if they do, they're not only getting some real fiber because it's still the whole fruit, they're getting vitamin C, some vitamin A, and some potassium, and not to mention that the orange itself has water in it. So this is a really great and very simple thing that you can do to help keep your child hydrated. All right, so what I'm going to show you here is very simple. I'm just going to grab a couple of the segments. I'm going to start with 2 and maybe go from there. I'm just going to use my hands that are clean and washed, and I'm just going to squeeze them with my fingers in and get some of the juice out. You can see that in there. Also gives the water a little bit of a nice color, which again is just something that is maybe a little bit more enticing. And leave them in there like that. Depending, I probably would do 3 to 4 segments here. And then if your child drinks all of this, they can even help you mash them up with their fingers. Getting them involved can really help get them on board with actually wanting to drink it. And the other thing that's important to mention here is to always look through the segments before you squeeze them in, and to remove any pips or seeds that are in there, because those can be a choking hazard. So definitely make sure that you look at each one of the segments before you squeeze them in. You can also use like a small tea strainer and just sit it over the top here to catch it to catch any seeds while you're squeezing them, squeezing out the juice. So I'm gonna squeeze another one here. If you don't want to get your hands dirty, you can use an actual juicer of some sort, or even just a spoon in there and mash it. So I've got 4, that's actually 2 pieces because each piece was cut in half, and that's really it. And then when they have drunk all of this, be happy to give them some more, and that's what it looks like right there. So now you can see that's what our cup looks like. It does look like juice because we've literally put some of the juice from our orange or mandarin in there, and a couple of the segments. And I would serve this to my daughter with a spoon, or have her choose a spoon that she's happy with, and ask her if she wants to try some. And definitely getting them involved in the mashing process would get them on board and more likely to try it. I'm going to try some actually myself. It's nice. It won't taste like the juice that you buy at the store. You can definitely taste that it's not just plain water. There is some fruit flavor to that. And if your child is still, if they're used to drinking juice, you may want to put a few extra segments in there to make it extra orangey. That's totally fine too. Again, this is coming right from the fruit. And hydration is very important and essential. That's your number one priority. You should still offer your sick child meals throughout the day at their regular schedules, but really making sure that they're staying hydrated. So I really hope this tip helps you. And if it has helped you or you've learned something today, please subscribe to my channel and turn your notifications on so you never miss a future video. I'll be answering lots more QAs and fun tips like this, and veggie prep and food prep tutorials. So thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Thalia. I'll see you next time. Every child deserves a healthy relationship with food, and I'm here to help you. Here are a couple more videos for you.